Hi folks. Funny that some of my reading just happens to land on happiness these days, and my question to you is, so what makes you happy? And when you read the scholars who speak about happiness, they say that 50% of it is genetic, that 10% of it is the events that have happened in your life. The other 40% is all about us and our control over it, our decisions around it. And so one of these scholars frequently gives a lecture where, particularly to young people, university students in California, and he gives them an experiment and says, here's 1 hour, go do what makes you happy. And he just says, as long as it's legal. And in that hour, he says, what's interesting is what people do. And he said that a fair number of them will actually do homework. So lots of us love to learn, lots of us like to get things done, and therefore that perhaps equates to happiness. But he says one thing we need to be careful of, he said, is trying to do the extra load of laundry at night in hopes that it will make tomorrow a happier day. And I think we've all fallen into that treadmill by times. And he says, and we can waste our whole day deciding to do things that are going to bring us happiness the next day. And that we should be trying to build our lives around joy and around happiness, rather than trying to fit it in somewhere else. And so it is a challenge that I ask of you and of myself, what makes you happy? And at first, I have to tell you, the first things I came up with was cleaning my house makes me happy. And part of it is because I never get to it. Doing my work makes me happy because I feel productive. And it fulfills, doing these videos make me very happy because it fulfills a deeper purpose in my life, I hope. Only if that has some value to someone else, I suppose, if you're listening. So here's the thing. This is what makes me happy. Coffee with, whatever's in my cup. Sometimes I go off of coffee. But having a coffee visit with my family and with my husband makes me happy. Doing anything with my friends, anything at all makes me happy. And laughing with my family and my friends makes me so happy. And seeing magic and blessings in my life thrill me, and sharing them with others. That's my happy list, and I'm going to try to build my life around my happy list. And thankfully, I think I do that a fair amount. But right now, I'm not feeling that happy. So it was good timing for me to read this, and getting out and taking in nature and pictures of it to share to other people make me happy. So I am challenging you to let me know, what would you do with an hour if it were an hour to make you happy? Hope you respond. Cheers and blessed be. And seeing how nature decorates the floor of the forest, that makes me happy. It's a birthday cake. It sprinkles on top. It's so beautiful, and I can barely keep myself from grinning and smiling when I see the leaves that give off their energy and their vibration and their heat from the sun, and they sink into the snow, and you can see how they've traveled since they have been, from birth and from bud into green into leaf into, autumn Christmas, and then falling off, and somehow, and the ones that don't fall off till the spring, and the moss and the lichen, and how they decorate the forest floor, and the forest floor like a forest. That makes me happy. So I hope today you find what makes you happy and fit it in. Well, fit your life around it. Cheers. And singing and dancing make me happy. Singing and dancing definitely make me happy. Reading makes me happy. Learning makes me happy. What makes you happy? My husband won't like this, but Here's another one for you. Sexy time with my husband makes me happy. Baths make me happy. Smells make me happy. Oh, the smell of when you hug your friend or your family or your cousin, your sister, your brother. That makes me happy. And seeing how connected we are by something we can't see. And seeing that through the generations and even past death. That makes me happy. Maybe this one goes without saying, but seeing my children happy and doing well brings immense joy and happiness to my heart.